It is pumpkin spice season, right? I don't know. Or is it pumpkin spice? I don't even know what everybody goes crazy over. So we're trying, instead of cinnamon today, that's what we're going for. Something I saw on the shelf. Hey everyone. Happy Columbus Day / Indigenous Day weekend, wherever you are and whatever you call the holiday. I don't even know what we do in this state anymore. I think it's Indigenous Peoples Day, maybe. Whatever. So I don't have Monday off, so it really doesn't matter to me. So we're up here at the Gray Rest Area / Burger King off the side of the highway. It's 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and we just pulled over to do some lunch. I'm feeling better from the last time you saw me on video. As you can see, got my normal totes, cleared some stuff out, stuff off the bed, floor's cleaned off right now. After I got everything, ooh, my gas is on. Oh, I knew I smelled gas. Threw a bunch of stuff away, cleaned out stuff, but yeah, so I'm feeling a lot better. I was pretty negative that last video. I was just totally overwhelmed. I do that sometimes. Things don't bother me until they do, you know. And I was starting to think that this van wasn't big enough. But now I'm positive. I'm saying this van is big enough until I pick up a couple more hobbies. Then I'll go back to being negative. But anyways, I'm gonna make some lunch. Heading up to, it's still kind of early. I'm heading up to the old spec area. That's where we're starting our hike tomorrow at 2 a.m. And if you did not watch the last video, what we're doing is this weekend we're doing a Mahoosuc Traverse, which is technically an Ultra 8 hike. There's 8 Ultra hikes, but I don't even know if it's an active list anymore. I heard that the guy that started the list kind of went on hiatus, or he's off doing something. I don't know. I'm just doing it for the company and to see if I can do it. See how it goes. About 30, depends on where you read, about 30 miles according to Ryan, because I don't plan and I didn't know the mileage. Ryan let me know. And we're gonna start at 2 a.m. Ryan's actually starting after us. He's gonna trail run and catch up. He's starting 2 hours after us because he's got to pick somebody up at the airport tonight, so he can't come up from Mass until tomorrow or late tonight or something. But I'm just going to go out that way, sleep, meet them at the trailhead at 2 a.m. and then hike. We'll hike out to basically from, we'll say the Newry area, the old spec trailhead, all the way across. We'll follow the AT over the Mahoosuc Range and then down and end up in Gorham, New Hampshire, get in a car, and somebody will take us. They're dropping 2 cars there tonight, drive us back to the trailhead.
I'm buzzing, let's drink up. Your death look like big fun. Come on, let's get it on. Like that Marvin Gaye song. I'm stunning, you love it. Come on, give me something. I know that you want it. Come on, give me something.
Slight chance of rain, and guess what it's doing? Actually, I think the weather said a very slight chance of rain. Morning. It's 1 a.m. down here in the Grafton Knots trailhead. Could have slept another hour or 2 or 5, but nerves got to me. Long hike. Sounds like it. I don't know. It started to rain on the way, and it wasn't not supposed to rain today. It's supposed to be actually beautiful. So I did pack my rain gear and be out there probably for. I know Eric said it took him 20 hours to do this hike last time, so I'm hoping we can pull it off in like 18. I think the longest I've ever hiked is 17 hours. And that was over 5 peaks in the Adirondacks. But we'll see how it goes. Packed up some peanut butter and jelly. I always go to when can be eating meals on the trail. And a bunch of snacks and water. Hope for the best, right? So Everybody should be here in about an hour. I'm sure one of the guys has probably crashed here because he said he was going to sleep somewhere. And oh my God, where I slept, I kept hearing cars and people coming in and out here. Since I got here, nothing. So anyways, I'm going to get ready. I hope that's not rain. I think that's wind. I don't know. Just paranoid, I guess. I don't know. Try to make it sound exciting. Oh, we're doing a great hike today. 30 miles. I am excited, but I just can't make it sound exciting. Anyways, I'm going to get ready. Let's get on the trail. Here's Old Spec. About 3.8 miles in. Now back down. This was out and back, and we're going to go back down the intersection and get back on the AT. Here we go. Fun, fun, fun.
The night is young and so are we. So maybe you should leave with me. The night is young and so are we, baby. The night is young, so let's have some fun. If you love me right, yeah, this could be the summer of our lives now, honey. Give it to me like you know you should now, baby. This could be the summer of our lives, the summer of our lives. The sun sets on fire, tell me your desires. We're not getting tired, baby, take me higher. I'm Sunday, you love it, come on, give me something. I know that you want me, boy. The night is young and so are we. So maybe you should leave with me. The night is young and so are we, baby. The night is young, so let's have some fun. If you love me right, yeah, this could be the summer of
River under here too.
give it to me like you know you
River.
this could be the summer of
I think we're going through this. Yep. Little cave. Oh.
This is so cool. Oh, Karen, you missed this though. This is pretty neat.
Huh?
Yeah. I don't want to go back.
I saw that. I'm like, I'm going down there. And then I'm like, oh, cool. It's actually the trail, too.
Yeah.
There was,
I didn't want to just go into some.
not me.
Bear's house.
Tracy always says I'm like a cat. I squish myself into every little hole there is.
I gotta get over here somehow without sliding. It looks like really slippery rock. Is it?
I don't know. I just came here and sat.
Ah,
We're missing one.
he's coming. He's
Yeah,
right back at
it's
me.
coming, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'm
if
taking.
So you got one cave.
I got one.
You must go over this in the winter because there's no way. Oh, did you just get your? I saw water. I heard water. Oh, is it dripping? Oh, it's your water thing. Oh, is this? Can I touch here? Use them.
Really?
I couldn't even see to see if I could touch the ground right there. I didn't dare. I jumped the same
This
way.
is really fun. The only thing that's not fun about it is knowing that you have another 20 miles when you get through this.
20. We're almost a quarter of the way. We're at 7.41.
Really?
I figure a quarter of the way is 8 miles. So.
Oh boy. Oops, I'm coming through the wrong way.
Yeah. Well, and you're gonna get your butt wet because Karen lost his water broke right there.
I Oh no. Do you think it's going to make a bit of difference? I just took a total bad swim. Actually, I was.
Oh, yeah, you are
I was
pretty wet.
sitting in that puddle. My pack doesn't want to stand my back. Yeah, I'm quite dry compared to what I was after I went for the swim.
All right, well, I might as well go through because that seems to be the prevailing stupid way to go. The arrow says go this way, you know.
Which way?
Through here.
The way I'm going or
Yes.
Okay. It's clearly marked on this side.
Appalachian Mountain Club. Well, we're still in the... Isn't there a Maine Mountain Club?
Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
I know there used to be.
It's MAMC, I believe. Maine Appalachian Mountain Club. Makes sense, huh? All the mileage is wrong on their signs. It seems like I've never seen one of those.
3, 5,
Yeah, it's close.
14,
Best guess.
plus or minus.
They're sitting in the shop making the sign and like, yeah, best guess. I think, yeah, we'll say 3 miles.
Whoa! I ripped that pack to shreds.
You know, usually it sucks being short, but there are some advantages, huh?
Yeah.
You look like you hung up. Your belly was going the wrong way.
I got it. Oh, that was fun. Yeah, thanks for capturing that.
May or may not be the trail. Now you go back in for your package.
There must have been some routes figured out by people with big backpacks. You know?
Oh, we're going that way, huh?
It's 2, so does it mean there's a turn?
I think so. There's an arrow on this side, so this is definitely the right way.
Well, the people that did this in the winter, the blog I read about it, they had a dog
Cool.
too.
Oh, this is so cool. I wish I
They had to
actually,
like
you are filming. I should check
Kind
my-
of, yeah.
team carry the dog
I
through.
think I never did this before.
Shoot him.
I forgot how cool it was.
Traily. I like that. Now which makes sense because we always say this looks summity.
I like Paul Williams' word. Frankenstein-esque. I'm gonna have to use that sometime. So it looks like this trail goes up and over here again.
Blaze, look at that. I bet you we're topping out at 0.5 miles per hour here. It's never ending.
Walk down the other side. You can put your feet on the wall across and walk down.
While jumping, your back can get that's only.
This is a better way right here.
Right, yeah.
That's the correct way though, because there's an arrow right here. Especially for these tall people. Look at them. They don't even have
I know,
to.
I gotta get
They
out
don't
of
have
the
to
way
butt slide.
so somebody else
They
can
step
be
down.
in the camera.
Yep.
Get me out of it.
Somewhere there's an orangutan with my legs.
Wowza. That section. I could spend a day in there exploring and having fun. If I didn't have 22 more miles to do today, I probably would have done it. Whoa. But there's multiple ways, multiple caves. Whew. I mean, I don't think we're losing time. Wow. I think we're averaging less than a mile an hour through this stuff, I think. Ooh. I think we're back on regular trail. I think. I kind of hope. That was fun and all, but We're gonna make some time up here. Oh, looks like I spoke too soon. We're back in it. Not that way. Whew, wowza. I think we're gonna end up climbing this. We're going around this. We're gonna get up there and go up. Well, there we are. This is 7.96. Close enough to say we're a quarter of the way done. Oh, long ways to go, and it is 8 o'clock. So we started at 2. It's taken a long time to do this 8 miles. Long time. I had no idea it was this rough a terrain. And, oh well, I'm fun though. Fun.
Yes. Yeah.
We're through, I think. We're in the next intersection. So, the full Goose campsite, we have 1.5. Goose Eye Trail is 4.1, and I do want to go up Goose Eye, even though that's not on our route. And then down to Success Pond, Notch Trail is 2.5. I didn't know if this trail even really existed. It's on my GPS, but I wasn't sure. So, anyways, we're heading up that way, over the bog bridge. Nope, I'm looking the wrong way. Don't follow. Listen to me going up that way. It's hard to point when your back's to. So anyways, we're at 8.27 miles. Long ways to go. Hopefully make up some ground now, though, that we're not crawling under rocks and over rocks. That was a pretty extreme section. That's supposedly the hardest section of the AT. So all 2,000 whatever miles, hardest part. The thru hikers must think they accomplish big things when they hit New Hampshire, and then they hit Maine, beginning of Maine, and just like Maine sick joke for you AT thru hikers. So anyways, back on the trail. See, this is how I pictured the whole hike right here. I didn't realize we were going to be crawling under boulders and hiking a 4,000 footer, dropping below sea level and coming back up to 33,000 feet. Ooh. That. We got a long ways to go. I know. Full Goose shelter. Just walked right up on it. No fires, but signal and tent platforms, privy, bear box. 10 miles, third of the way done. Next peak we go up will be what's called North Peak. North Peak something, and then Goose Eye, which is not on the trail, but I'm gonna go out on the summit because it's a great summit, great peak. So getting there. That first section took forever though. There's North Peak. Typical Appalachian trail. Mud, bog, broken bog bridges, roots, and rocks. Old speck right there. That's where we started. Karen's coming up. Oh, and we got North Peak. That must be Goose Eye and Carl. Oh, I don't remember that one now.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just like, I'm seeing how good my batting average.
I heard. I wasn't looking, but I heard the.
That's not bad here.
Right, it sink where when she stepped.
Yeah, it just, yeah.
Oh, not too bad. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, baby.
There you go.
It floated for a while. I don't think that's any better. Ah, fuck. Oh 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 fuck. I should have went through it. This is worse. Oh, Jesus, bro. Do not go this way. Yeah, that way. That is like ground floating on water. I felt like I was on a raft.
Oh, you gotta be shitting me. No.
I'm telling you, that way's just as bad.
Yeah.
This is shorter.
Somebody went right through there.
Look at that.
Yeah, it's on top of water.
Yeah.
I was like, if you ever broke through that, you probably drowned.
Yeah.
The Mythbusters say there's no such thing as quicksand, but doesn't mean there isn't ground floating on top of water.
Actually, that podcast I was telling Eric about has a case where some people in the subway in Zion did get stuck in some kind of
That wasn't bad.
quicksand-like stuff.
Oh, I just heard him go, oh, so maybe not so good. It looked better than what I did, though. Here we go. Someone's just up there, point one. Look at that, no one up here. I haven't seen anybody all day. Goose Eye. That must be where we're going.
An elevation. Okay.
Wow.
Look at the coward coming down the ladder with all fours. Oh my goodness. Get out of the way
Lovely.
of the camera.
Is it a ladder or is it steps?
They call it a ladder, but I'd say it's steps.
Look at what's coming.
Seems like they missed a couple.
Mount Carlo. Not as good as I thought it was going to be. But, whatever. That's Goose Eye over there. Oh, look. We've got a summit marker on this one. First one we've seen today. Look at that. We are now in New Hampshire. New Hampshire. So let's see, Route 2, 16, oh geez, 16.5 miles to go. Katahdin's only 282 miles. Let's turn around and go that way. And then 14, it's actually quicker to go back the way we came than go the way we're going. Nice. Well, I like being wrong sometimes. that sign back there to Route 2. It was like 16, whatever it was. Well, we're not going to Route 2. The Mahoosuc Traverse ends on a side street on the other side of the river from Route 2. It's about a mile less. So I was about midpoint at the line, and we just hit I just hit 15 miles. So about 15 miles left, maybe a little bit less. So doing good, doing good. Still full of energy. Should be able to pull this off. Mount Success, the next summit on the list, or the traverse, I should say. Mount Success. Woohoo! Look at that. Mahoosuc Trail. And another summit marker.
Organized it, so he feels like that's what he needs to do.
Like, there is so many. I think I'm surprised they made it up there. Because usually I'm so reliant on
Mile 21.6. Watch it, ledge or something. Walk it, I don't know. Too many miles to care. Whew. Maybe we got a view over here. Whew. So a little update. Ryan, one of my friends who got a late start because he had to pick somebody up at an airport, finally caught up to us on Success. And we also decided to split off into two groups. So it's me, Ryan, and Eric with a C. We have Karen's keys. So we went ahead, and then Lynn, Eric with a K, and Karen are going at their pace. So it's 5 o'clock, and we're hoping to be out by 8. So not too bad. Very happy, considering I had no idea if I could even pull this hike off this morning. But doing good, doing good. Still got plenty of energy. Got the music in, and just running it. So anyways, I think we're gonna go Pays, but I'm not 100% sure. So we got at least one. Well, we're gonna have to go over most of Hayes. It's 0.2 up to the summit, and then Cascade Mountain we'll have to go over. So I think that's the last two climbs basically. And then it should be all downhill. So we have a little like 8, 9 miles left. Long day, long day, but fun. I had a great time today. This little vista on the way down. Beautiful.
We need to do something. There we go.
That's the problem, those bags, they break.
Oh, it's not.
Ooh, Hogan Road, Centennial Trail. Where the hell's the summit? Mount Hayes, 0.2. 0.5 to a spring. How many miles to out of here?
Let me take a look.
I think oh, look at the clouds going by. Holy crap.
Okay, let me take a look. We have three miles to go.
That's what I thought.
Okay.
After we hit the summit of Mount Hayes, we just all of us put our headphones in, and we just zoned out and headed down. It was, everyone hits a wall once in a while, and I definitely hit it on the last 3. It seemed like it took forever, but we did keep a pretty good pace. We were pushing 2 miles an hour for that last 3 miles, but a couple of devastating climbs.
Morning, everybody. We did not make it all the way back last night. I'm sleeping in a rest area. And I don't know. I think we're in Cumberland. Oh, I slept great. Hiking 30 miles will do that to you. So, let's finish this trip.
From this rest area back to my work car was only another 25 minutes or so, and I got washed up, no time for a shower, jumped in my work car, and went to work for the day. It was a rough day, but well worth it. I wouldn't change it for the world. I want to thank Eric with a K for planning this, and everyone, Karen, and I don't remember who this car was at the end, for doing the car spot the night before, so we have to deal with that. Everyone, have a good one, and hope to see you out there.
Thank you.